Tangen Hospitality has 8 different bars and restaurants throughout town. We had situations on a very regular basis, whether it be harassment of customers, whether it be graffiti, vehicle break-ins, trash, and all kinds of different issues on a regular basis. Sheriff Knowles had mentioned that there was a new program for camera on wheels where they would be parking sheriff's vehicles that had been converted over and had camera and security features with them. It made perfect sense for some of the areas that we had, or the struggles that we had in our parking with our different staff members and concerns that they had along with customers. And so I had reached out to Derek, our rep with Washington Hospitality Association for local government affairs, and he had gotten in contact with the sheriff's department, and it was almost immediate. They said, let's test it here, and you could feel the effects immediately.
Every citizen says they want to see more police cars in their neighborhood, and we know that has a positive impact on crime rates when we have a visible presence. There's a lot of people here, and again, they're not necessarily committing crime, but sometimes crime does happen. You can see there's a bunch of litter. There are people who are trying to conduct business. They get their businesses damaged by some of these folks. So what you end up seeing from these cameras on wheels is the people just won't exhibit that behavior. You can see the people in the middle of the street here, they're on the sidewalks, they're doing whatever it is they're doing open in public here, and you'll see as soon as we go to the other side of the street, there's a whole lot less of that. As soon as we go to the other side of Brown here, the people will avoid that area because they know there's cameras there.
They are old retired patrol cars that we have outfitted with a number of cameras on top of them. But the thing that I get most excited about is having our operators in the seats actually able to utilize that technology to provide the information to our deputies, which they have very much needed over the years. And I'm very excited to see that all come together.
It's not in a, hey, we're watching what you're doing. It lets people know that if you're going to do something that is going to be damaging to public safety, we're going to know, and we're going to do something about it. These business owners really want to be able to have their businesses open and have their customers feel comfortable coming down and engaging with them. They also want their employees to be able to show up and come to work and feel safe. And this was a request from a business owner who was having trouble feeling that way and getting the response that they're looking for. So we've come out here, we've placed this cow right down by their business, and that business owner, we're confident, is going to see a change in the atmosphere around their business.
A little bit of camping, a little bit of loitering, a little bit of aggressive panhandling, and certainly some vandalism, things like that. $1,000 here, $1,000 there. We just want people to be able to come and relax and walk into a nostalgic, beautiful train and think about those times and not be harassed by people loitering in our parking lot or loitering at our picnic tables or digging through the garbage.
Coming to work at 5:30 in the morning, and I see at first it was, oh, sheriff's in the parking lot, maybe they're hungry. And then I see security cameras on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, this was intentional. Is that not just someone left it here? And after the weekend, it was gone, like nothing had happened.
When the cow arrived, she was not mooing. When people are watched, they behave differently. We don't have things to report because people were being watched. So I think that initially when you think about did it work or did it not, I think that the answer is that nothing happened. So, and that was the intention, was for nothing to happen.
It's been wildly successful, and the businesses and business owners, they are so pleased with the results that we have more requests right now for these services than we can provide. With these cows, with these rats, with these giraffes, and with our license plate readers, we essentially have a cop sitting on the street who's got a perfect memory of everything that goes by it. So we have found, as we place these very visible, very overt systems into areas that are seeing elevated crime rates like vehicle prowlings, thefts, graffiti, or otherwise just general disorder problems, all that activity ceases. If someone does commit a crime in the vicinity, we're able to use that video to develop suspects, use the license plate reader data to develop suspects, and we're able to get resolution of cases much faster because of it.
I think that much like anything, if it stays there too long, it becomes wallpaper and nobody pays attention anymore. So because they're mobile, I think that's where the benefit is that they move around, and so people are paying attention in different areas and they're not getting comfortable in one area.
We didn't have a single issue of graffiti, of littering, or of car break-ins within the 1 week period that they had tested it out. And so we were extremely happy with the results, and it was awesome to be able to see that success and get feedback from our customers as well as our staff in regards to their appreciation for the additional security measure. We've noticed that there have been lasting effects too, to whereas even when the camera on wheels is moved, we'll see a residual effect with decreased issues for both crime and for graffiti or camping and that kind of thing, beyond when just the camera on wheels or cow is parked there and after it's been moved.
If it's available, we will use it. The agreement I kind of have with these business owners is, we happen to have this technology, we happen to have these platforms, and I don't mind deploying them in downtown Spokane because it's a need that we can fulfill. If we can supplement their manpower, if we can supplement their crime fighting strategies, then we're more than happy to do it. And again, it's because we actually have the ability to do it. We have this technology, and not many law enforcement agencies do.
The really awesome atmosphere and environment that we know downtown Spokane provides and can have, this is a tool that allows the city, businesses, and people to go and experience it with an added level of comfort and security.
We've solved so much more crime than we would otherwise, prevented more crime than we would ever even be able to count, and we've done it all for a pretty reasonable price.